Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Welcome, everyone, to Texas Songwriters Alliance Audio Impact on Lone Star Community Radio. I am your host, Alex Lozano, and before we get started with our special music guest and my good friend, awesome badass guitar player Mike Hild, we have a few shows, a lot less than we did. I misplaced my list, and I just want to just come right out there, but I do have a few really cool shows to go ahead and go through, so let me go ahead and do that before we get back with guitarist Mike Hild. Okay. First off, I want a big shout out to my homegirl, Vida Clark, Rogue Raving Marketing. All of your social media needs, she's got you covered. Looks like we might be doing some work together. Big shout out to you, Vida, also a fellow gamer. Be sure to check her out. I know you guys are real excited about this show at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. Rick Springfield, that's right, Jesse's Girl. You remember that song? John Waite. His first band was the Babies, and then he did some solo work. And opening for them, Wang Chung. That's right. Can you say that? Wang Chung. Wanted to also tell you that Friday is Tomar and the FC9s at Dan Electro's. A badass guitar player. You don't hear a whole lot of them. You know who this guy is. Ian Moore. He's going to be at Dosey Do's up here in the Woodlands. And then Saturday we have Earl and the Tatted Hearts at the Backwood Saloon. That's a place here in Conroe. And then Saturday, absolutely one of my favorite bands in the whole world, and they will always be this way, especially with the original lead singer, Steve Wash. That's a progressive rock band, Kansas, with 38 Special opening for them at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. Don't forget to like and follow my new podcast, Let's Rock with Alex Lozano. It's also my YouTube channel. Subscribe, please. I have a new radio show with my good friend Jay Lamsremy. That is Rock the Rage Radio every Saturday at 7 o'clock. We talk about all of our sponsors and everything, and that's the show where we can play local bands along with some of the biggest names in music, and that's every Saturday at 7 p.m. Man, we really appreciate you being here, Mike. It's awesome, brother. Haven't seen you in many moons. We'll go into that in the interview part of this. But Mike has an incredible body of work. And tell us about the first song we're going to hear. What's the name, and tell us a little something about it.
All right. Well, the first song is actually from Hellstar's fifth album called Multiples of Black. And it was like 6 years or so between the last release and that one. During that time, the metal scene was kind of in its low a little bit, and so, but we had a good little run during that time and was played some pretty good shows there, which we can talk about.
Sure. And,
so this one actually starts off with like a kids choir. I think James Rivera actually set this up. But when,
how funny.
But when my kids were small, I'd bring them to the show. And so at
sing along.
That's right. So one show, I think it was James Rivera's son Jacob, and then my two boys, and they actually went up there and mimicked like they were gonna, like they were singing this
like
little
they were
intro.
the choir.
Yeah, but the crowd loved it. I think they got more of an applause than we did. But yeah,
right.
the crowd loved it, and the kids loved it, and they still remember it.
Way cuter than you guys, but yeah,
probably
you can't do the kids stuff. But yeah, that's awesome. Hellstar, James Rivera.
That's right. Yeah.
Legend metal. Dairy singer, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Knows his chops.
Oh, yeah.
One time I saw him at a karaoke thing, and he knew who I was, and I think he was kind of like, because he was doing some not metal stuff. And
right.
He kind of like looked at me like, yo, man, keep it down. I want to keep my street credit.
I mean, he's very talented. He can sing anything, though.
No, that's
it
true.
doesn't matter if it's metal or, Neil Diamond or,
Yeah, he is really, really talented.
He really is.
He really is.
Absolutely.
Name of the song again, one more time?
The name of the song is Black Silhouette Skies.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hellstar. that James Riviera, bad boy. Bad boy's got some chops on him. Reminds me, it's about those short cats, man, like Dio and the guy from Godsmack. Little dudes.
They got the pipes.
They can put it out, man. Me, man, I'd be, my throat. Like, I need some more throat lozenges, man. Next song. Same band?
Yeah, next song, and I was just going to be a little history. I came in about halfway through that project.
Sure.
And that was produced by Dave Ellison, the bass player of Megadeth.
Oh, wow.
So during one of the shows, he came in. I think even maybe played one of the songs with us, but he ended up being a real nice guy. It was a brief visit or anything, but
right.
So I came in about halfway through of the project, and I did like 3 of the solos and of the songs, and I did a little violin too, and so I'd feature in those songs.
That's right. You played the violin a little.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, and Hellstar later on, invited me to come do some tracks for him with violin and cello and stuff like that. So they're still a family,
Right. Of course.
And we still support each other and everything like that.
Yeah,
So
absolutely, man.
So the next song is pretty interesting. It kind of talks about the city of Houston and the violence and the gangs and the crime and everything, typical, inner city.
Oh, I thought it was crime-free Houston.
Well, in a perfect world.
Yeah,
right?
I said no one.
So this one is called No Second Chance, So I think you'll like this one, too.
Angry city, the hatred starts to wake. And the boys on their top, another chance to take. Mom and dad told you never steal or fight. Vandalize to compromise all through the night. Frustrations only grow. A face of hatred shows. Rivalry is all you know. To run the streets, to run the show. To prove your ground, to proudly dare stance. It's time once again to fight, it's time to dance. The hour is here to take a chance. Turn back and take a second glance. You wear the uniform that picks your side. You wear danger to help feed your pride. And fluid leaders control. Pressure closes in. Fight you must, or die commit the final sin. Frustrations only grow. A face of hatred shows. Rivalry is all you know. To run the streets, to run the show. To prove your ground, to proudly dare stance. It's time once again to fight, it's time to dance. The hour is here to take a chance. Turn back and take a second glance. Another city boy playing with killing toys. Toys that took his life, his mama cries. You have nothing left to confess. So trouble child, you can rest. Tomorrow, who remember, who know you? Your story is become nothing new. We've accepted your ways, life in the angry city, where you'll find no reason in, where you'll find no pity. Frustrations only grow. A face of hatred shows. Rivalry is all you know. To run the streets, to run the show. To prove your ground, to proudly take a stance. It's time once again to fight, it's time to dance. The hour is here to take a chance. Turn back and take a second glance. To prove your ground, to proudly take a stance. It's time once again to fight, it's time to dance. The hour is here to take a chance. Turn back and take a second glance.
Badass. James
thank you.
Rivera, man, sounded great, bro.
Yeah, that was with Russell DeLeon on drums.
Right.
And Aaron Garza on guitar and Jerry Abarca on
Yeah, I
bass.
remember Aaron. Y'all were a dual guitar attack.
Yeah.
Pretty badass.
Played a lot of shows at Hurricane Alley and
Right, that's where Paul got his start at.
Yeah.
You know, with the Schädelmeister and stuff like that. Tell us a little bit about song number 3 as we're rolling along.
Song number 3 is actually a cover song, and called the Judas Priest cover song. It's a special song probably for a lot of people. And actually, when I was in a cover band called Metal Masquerade, we played a little benefit thing for Bart.
I remember that, for
Yeah.
his benefit. you
Right.
know.
And so James happened to be there, and so he jumped up on stage and did this song with us. And
Like a special guest thing.
that's right. And we also did this song on the 5th Hellstar album,
Oh,
Multiples
okay.
of Black, and it's called Beyond the Realms of Death.
Wow.
He's had enough, couldn't take anymore.
Woo, man, Jesus Christ. You guys are amazing, man.
Yeah, we were pretty tight back then, and we had a lot of fun doing it. So
Yeah, James Rivera, right?
That's right.
And Russell DeLeon.
That's right.
And
Aaron Garza.
And
then Jerry Barker on bass.
on bass.
Yeah.
Badass band, man. What is the next song now that we've got a little extra time and we're not in no
Yeah.
rush? Certain people love heavy metal around here more than I ever managed. That's good. I like that now.
Yeah,
Now I know.
That is good.
That's right.
So the next song comes from a different project. It was my own original project called War Torn Republic.
Oh, okay.
And we recorded that out at the Plant Studios in Sausalito, California. And we had the opportunity to work with engineer that worked with several of the Metallica releases.
Oh, wow. That's big.
And then we had it actually mixed in L.A. from Logan Mader, who did like Soulfly and Machine Head, a few other projects like that.
Yeah, big name band producer.
Yeah,
Seriously.
so we had some pretty good times out there, and also some pretty cool stories as well. But this is from War Torn Republic, and the song is called "The Surface."
War Torn Republic.
That's right.
That's a wicked song, man. Lead all over that place, man. Y'all were tearing it up.
Oh, thank you. That's a lot of fun. That was probably one of the songs I wasn't sure if it was going to stay on the final product or not. Even though I liked the song, it probably didn't fit as well.
Right, you didn't think it was going to make the record.
Hey, I don't know, but you never know until you put them all together and find that
Right.
the overall
It's kind of like a
vibe
good mix,
of it.
probably a good mix and match
Exactly.
of different styles
Sure.
of songs and riffs and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
We're going to do 3 more songs, right?
Yeah, we'll do 3 more songs.
All right, sounds good. What is the next one, my friend?
We can do "Conquer" is the next one. When we were recording this at the plant, out of nowhere, in comes the bass player of Metallica, Jason Newsted, and the engineer goes, "Hey, do you mind if Jason Newsted from Metallica comes in and listen to some of your stuff?" I said, "Yeah, sure, that'd be fine." So he actually came in after a long spell on the road and everything. You can tell he was tired and beat and everything, but he came in and spent about 5 minutes with us on there. And I think this was a song that we're mixing down when he came in. And he goes, just after, he goes, "Man, that's some killer stuff. Where y'all from?" And we had a few minutes of conversation. That
Cool.
was it.
Yeah, he's a cool bass player.
A very cool dude. And just a normal person. He didn't act like he was
Like most of them.
exactly.
People put them on the pedestal,
That's correct.
and they sell more records that way.
That's probably right. This next song is about the War on Terror, and this was written back in 2004.
Still relative today more than ever.
And you'll notice that the lyrics talk about it lasting forever, and basically it's something that has lasted forever so far.
Yeah.
So this song is called "Conquer"
Yes.
from War Torn Republic.
At my signal, unleash hell.
We watch with rage your racks of vicinity. Not buildings may fall, but we're still standing tall. Now you will pay the price for that September sacrifice. A sum of pain on the price. Now it's your turn to die. For the flag, you made us. Go against what we stood for. Our wealth and might need one deadly oversight. The sleeping giant has awoke. Almighty force has been provoked. You want to play Austrian terror? This war will last forever.
crazy song, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus. Badass, man.
Yeah.
Serious guitar movement, man. I'm over here going, and I see Dick over there. Like, oh my gosh, like, Jesus, I could feel the energy, man.
Right. That project was a 3-piece. Kevin Hollingsworth on drums. The original bass player vocalist was Mike Martin, and then we replaced him with Ken Hill.
Oh.
Because Mike had a lot of stuff going on, and that happened.
Yeah,
So,
shit happens.
It does.
And it's not like you took a step backwards with Ken, because Ken is a monster.
Yeah. He stepped right in, did great, and we played like Milwaukee Metal Fest and a few other
Pretty big festival there.
pretty
for
nice
metal
things
bands,
like
yeah.
that. And so we're happy with having Ken in the band.
Absolutely. I think we got a couple more.
We do.
What's the next one, my friend?
Well, I think we'll do another one from War Torn Republic. This one's called Fate.
Let's have it.
Let's go.
See my eyes tearing deep inside your soul, and I'm lost for all eternity. I cannot escape these feelings. My Byzantine dreams are now serial. Innocent minds of blood. I feel your heart racing. Don't be afraid. Your savior is my savior. We are not so different after all. This fateful magnetism, you can't escape. Don't be afraid. You can't escape. Strands of pain. Strands of pain. Say don't define me. Stop judging what you say. Open up your mind. Stop telling the lies.
Brutal.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, man.
Without the ones.
Yeah, that song's a lot of fun to play too.
I bet.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. Woo. That song's got some balls to it, man.
Right.
Like serious, man. Just it's crazy for a 3-piece. I'm making that kind of music and so powerful.
Yeah.
You know, like a power trio, but like a very powerful power trio, metal trio. Sounds great, man.
Well, I appreciate that.
We got one last song to do here, and we haven't heard from this original band, Squadron.
Right.
And we've got a little bit more to talk about. We'll wait for the interview part after this song. But, yeah, tell us about the song we're going to hear from.
Yes. So this song we actually did on back in, golly, it must have been 90.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, man. I would say, you know, before I joined Hellstar the first time.
Right. Before classic rock.
Yeah, yeah, probably a little bit. Well, maybe not that bad.
Not that far back, right?
Right. But so we did a little, you know, a release of 8 songs or so. And the studio where we did it at, called Saturn Records, they put on a compilation album, Voices of a Red God.
I remember that.
And they had like red vinyl. Yeah. And so this is a song that the guy chose to put on that compilation. Some other bands on there was like Dead Horse and Soylent Green, Basilisk.
I was friends with their manager,
Yeah.
Daryl Minkin.
Okay, there you go.
Remember Daryl?
Yeah, I do.
Cool
yeah,
cat.
yeah.
From Great Britain or British.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Sounded like Aussie.
Right, there you
Yeah.
go.
Dead Horse.
Yeah.
Killer band.
Yeah, and actually Mike Haga, the guy from Dead Horse,
Yeah.
I used to play with his brother. He was a phenomenal drummer back in the day. So
Played with the Haga.
yeah, the Haga, yeah, that's right,
Hagas.
yeah. So
The Brothers Haig.
it was. They're very cool people. They're
Right.
very nice. We used to practice at their house, and their dad was very tolerant of that and supportive of that, which was great.
I'd rather you do it here than out there on the streets.
Absolutely, and I agree with them. You know.
Yeah, right.
So yeah. So anyway, to long story short, this is the song that was on that compilation and that release, and we did a show back in 21. It was like a 30-year reunion, and all original members. This was the last song that we played. This was live at Concert Pub North, who's
Yeah.
I guess closed now.
Yeah.
But so yeah, this is live.
JD's old place.
That's right. So this is like a live recording of Civil Slaughter, and this song is about the Civil War. And I've always been a history buff, and so I don't remember what inspired me to write something about the Civil War, but this is what this song is built on.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Y'all guys, man, tune in, turn it up, man.
Let's
Squadron.
Go. Let's go.
Wow, Squadron, man.
Squadron.
Powerful stuff there.
Well, thanks.
That's a 5-piece?
It's 4-piece.
There's a
One,
4-piece.
one guitar player. And so I was actually thinking about maybe when we rebirth this thing, so to speak, maybe adding another guitar player.
Let's
so.
keep that on the down low.
Yeah,
With
well-
that being said, guys, we're going to take a small commercial break, and we will be back to Audio Impact and awesome guitar player, super ultra cool cat, Mike Hild. We'll be right back.
Car enthusiasts of Conroe, FM 104.5 and 106.1 Lone Star Community Radio invites you to shift into gear every Monday from 1 to 2 with Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy for news on all things automotive in the greater Houston-Conroe area. Can't make a live show? We've got you covered. You can find all of our uncut content, including full episodes on Spotify, iTunes, Play Store, YouTube, Facebook, and irlonestar.com. Again, that's Mondays 1 to 2, Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy. See you there.
Welcome back, everybody, to Texas Songwriters Alliance Audio Impact on Lone Star Community Radio. I'm your host, Alex Lozano, and I'm here with my good friend, Rippin' Shredmeister, Michael Hild, and we just played some incredible music from Hellstar, Squadron, the other name of the other band?
War Torn Republic.
War Torn Republic. Awesome. Metal power trio from hell. Awesome. Real quick before we get started, because I forgot to give these guys a big shout out because they took really, really good care of us and they hooked us up with some gift certificates. I want to give a big shout out for JD, the manager over at Red Robin. Really great burgers, good stuff. The Shenandoah location. And then the waitress, she was really nice to us, Maddie. So, Maddie, big shout out to you and I'm going to be passing out these coupons. Very cool. You get free appetizers, stuff, and give it up for Red Robin. Could be a potential sponsor. You never know. So, Mike, so real quick, I want to tell everybody, when I first got into the scene, I was working at Millennium, the biggest rock club in all of Houston. It opened up at the very, very beginning of 1994. Actually towards the end of 93 and then right into the beginning of 94. And I was a head doorman bouncer up there, cutting yards during the day, doing landscaping, still working for myself. And hey man, you want to work at this big rock club? There's going to be famous bands there, man. And there'll be chicks and drinks and good times. And man, they're going to pay you $8 an hour. I'm like, damn, all right, man. And let's do it. But it was more about meeting the rock stars and hanging out with Dockin and Mark Slaughter and wow, just these amazing rock stars, right? And so some guys came into the club. Making a long story short, they wanted to hang out for a while. About to get into a fight with them, and there was 4 of them, and they were about to jump me. And when you face superior numbers, you take out the biggest guy in the group. That's what I did. I did them ugly. Tried to sue the club, didn't happen. Next thing you know, James, the multimillionaire, throwing all the cool parties and everything. He's like, Alex, why don't you do put some kind of contest, do some kind of promo? And I'm like, I don't, what promo is like a job promotion, not a promotional concepts or whatever like that. And then I thought of it. I came back about 2 weeks later with a thing called the Guitar Master Series. And I go, hey man, I'm going to do this guitar contest. This guy's worth, at the time, in 1994, he was worth like about $5-10 million in the bank.
Oh.
I had $500 maybe. Okay. And I'm thinking 24, 25. And next thing you know, I'm the promotions director of the biggest rock club in Houston, and I'm doing this guitar contest, and that's how I met Mike. He was one of the first guys that entered. We did a sponsorship with Z-Rock, which was a satellite radio with Ward Beaver Cleaver, ABC satellite radio, and had big sponsors, Music News, Evans Music City, and that was the first time I did voiceover work because they wanted to charge a whole lot of money. Because the stuff that you heard, if you think you've got what it takes to compete with Houston's finest, and then I put in a little eruption, a little Joe Satriani.
Yeah.
And like I told you already before, the only thing that I regretted more than anything about doing these contests is not charging an entry fee, because I'd have guys come up to me, Mr. Lozano, I'm the next Joe Satriani. I'm like, let's see what you got. No, you're not. Don't quit your day job. Seriously.
Yeah.
Not trying to be mean or anything, but it's just like, when you have an entry fee, that'll separate the guys because they're not going to pay that. It's a serious competition. And I always remember getting the back flack about people not competition. Anyway, it's not about that, but this is how I met this guy, and he became one of my good friends. He, didn't hang out all the time because he was all bands and everything. But when I needed good judges for my contest, matter of fact, I even think you came in and judged a couple of bass contests too.
I did. I know for sure I did the guitar contest after I won, and then also the drum master.
Yeah, you definitely did the drum master.
I don't
and
think I
stuff
did,
like that.
but I might have done the bass thing.
I think
Actually,
you did the
I think,
very first one because Trip Walmsley won.
I think you're right because I
the
remember a guy doing. Yeah,
that's right, and he was
yeah,
a freak, and he played in a band called Snidely Whiplash, and they were like,
yeah, awesome.
yeah, they were a trio.
So yeah, you're right. I did do that.
You did do
I
that.
do
Matter of
the
fact,
bass thing.
you were judging the finals. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Because
it
I
was
wanted to
all
have
fun.
somebody who's got some stature in there.
Right.
So, who was it? Your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunt? Do you come from a musical family? Who put the bug in you?
Yeah, I definitely come from a musical family. I remember my dad. My dad is a jazz musician, or he was, and so I remember being 5 years old, him taking me to one of his little gigs, and
And you're like, wow.
yeah, and I couldn't stop staring at the drums. I just went and sat, infatuated with the drums. Just, of course, you're a kid and you're banging on stuff.
Pots and pans.
Right, and my mom used to do that. When give me something to do is put out the pots and pans and let me beat away
Oh,
until
Lord.
I got tired. So
Just she was ready to bury you out back.
that too, yeah. And then of course my mom played classical piano, so I remember she had practiced, her Beethoven or Tchaikovsky, all these, incredible classical.
Right,
piano
I'm
pieces.
over there barely playing Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, and she's doing Tchaikovsky and stuff. That's awesome.
So I think that definitely, and of course my older sisters, they were musical.
Okay.
They sang and played. One played flute. All that
So
kind of stuff.
musical throughout the whole family.
Yeah,
That's always a good
Yeah,
thing.
pretty much.
And then, of course, when you're cruising down the highway, they're playing some classic rock. So, what rock bands did your dad like? Did he like any rock? I know he did a jazz thing. Was he more country? Was he more folk?
My dad was like a big band jazz guy.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're
know.
talking Glenn Miller,
And stuff like that.
Count Basie.
Yeah.
Like serious old school big band shit.
Right. He was actually in the Air Force jazz band for a while.
Oh, your dad was Air Force.
Yeah, he was Air Force, and then he eventually joined their little Air Force band too.
Yeah, because Air Force. I'm not knocking any of your the military branches, but you have to have a little bit more of a cranium to be in the Air Force. I'm just saying.
Yeah, my dad's a real bright guy, and he's gonna be 90 this year, and he still has all his wits about him and everything.
You still got your papa?
I do.
Oh my God, you got it. I want to meet your daddy.
I know. Good
Oh my
genes.
gosh.
I lost my mom 2 years ago, but my dad's still around. My stepmother's there. So
Wow,
yeah,
wow. That's something else.
Yeah.
So tell us, because I know I have the bio and stuff, but go ahead and you tell us. I know it's Squadron is an original band.
It is.
Metal Masquerade was also an original
Yeah.
band, but y'all played covers too.
Well, Metal Masquerade. It started off more as a
Metal
cover
tribute?
band. Not really a tribute band, but cover band. But we did at the end start putting some
Original stuff.
together.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, Austin Gartman was the drummer there. Rod Runyon played bass and sang. And
Me and Austin. Yeah, and who else?
then Steve Jones down at Cat's Guitars,
Right.
where I still teach at.
I know Steve.
Yeah, he was the other guitarist. And
Yeah, the
Masquerade.
brown-headed, long-haired guy.
Yeah,
I know the guy. Very, very cool cat. And
Yeah.
me and Austin, big shout out to you, Austin Gartman. And he has an original band, I think, Angry Sausage
I'm not
or
sure.
something like,
Well,
something like that. And but me and him both share a birthday.
that's
both
right.
Tauruses,
Very
May
cool.
2nd.
Wow. Yeah.
Big time shout out to you, Austin, and
Yes,
Joe Kane
absolutely,
from
absolutely.
Mystic Cross fame. Tell us a little bit more about the other project. Now, tell us about. Tell you what. Let's go ahead and finish your thing with your stint with Hellstar, one of the best, hardest working Texas metal bands ever.
Yeah, I joined them first during the Multiples of Black album, and then, we had that's the time where the metal scene in Houston was kind of iffy.
How many records were you on with Hellstar?
Just
Was it
that one.
Just that one. Okay.
Now I was on a few other, but just as a guest
Right.
artist. I played violin and some cello on some
Okay.
of their later releases.
So they just spiced it up with a little hill.
Yeah, I just put little intros and stuff right there.
Okay.
That was several years ago.
Right.
But and then I joined them again in 2004, and basically what it was is they released some of the members released Distant Thunder, right, which was basically a different band.
Right.
And then at the last minute, two guys had to leave the band, the drummer and the guitar player, and they already had all these shows set up for Europe and everything. So they got a hold of me, and I was able to make it work. And then I got my old drummer from Squadron, Mikey,
Yeah.
I got him in there.
Right.
He's still playing with them.
Right.
You know, after all these years. So basically, I was a hired gun kind of guy and went in there and did this little European tour with them and came back. It did maybe some California dates and Utah and obviously Texas and,
Right.
you know.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, you know, we running late on the show and stuff, but
Mhm.
I definitely didn't want to pass up the opportunity to talk about. It's pretty much a rebirth of Squadron
Yeah.
is coming down the pipe,
It is.
and
Yeah.
a big shout out to your friend, your good friend, and my friend Ken Hill,
Yeah.
extraordinary bass player, awesome cat. Black belt kung fu ninja master. I know.
Great artist.
Great artist,
Yeah. I mean,
and really band security,
Yeah.
really, because that dude is tough. He ain't no bullshit. You know, he's
Yeah.
the real deal. Holyfield. It's like some shit's going down. Get a hold of Ken.
yeah. And I don't know if you heard him sing a whole lot, but he's a great singer too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, and a great artist.
Yeah.
He's just a real solid family man, and
multi-talented.
he's got great family values, and I love where his head's at. We're all on the same page, you
Right.
know, so
Exactly.
big shout out to you, Ken Hill. And when we do a deep dive here in a few months with Let's Rock, my podcast,
Mhm.
we'll definitely get you guys both on there. But yeah, so Squadron, you're gonna have a full length CD out possibly by the end of this year.
Yeah, well, we're definitely gonna be working on it. We're gonna re-record the first release, and just to make it a little bit more modern, better, you know, technology, a better sound. Maybe add a few of the songs that didn't make it on there, and then we have about half of the new release of that material already together. So some more writing involved there, and so it might be a back-to-back thing. I'm not sure. We'll just have to
And it
see.
could be a Christmas stocking stuffer.
That would be nice. If it
Because I
was.
already told him, I said, man, y'all need to do a heavy metal version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
There you-
Run, Rudolph, run! You know, that'd be awesome, guys. Well, Mike, thank you for being on the show. I wish we would have had a little bit more time, but, you know, when we do the podcast and we
Of
go over
course.
your place and we get down with that, it's going to be amazing. It was such good. I'm not going to wait another 15, 20 years before I see you. Mike is offered is going to teach me how to play some good blues rock guitar because I have no illusions of grandeur, but I got some music in me, and I'm about to go jam for him. There's some music, and hopefully he'll be nice enough and maybe play lead and help me out when I go play out with acoustic halo. So guys, don't always remember, support Lone Star Community Radio. We are a 501c3. We take donations, 5, 10, 20, 1,000, whatever it is. I also want to let everybody know, please, I'll be talking to a lot of you guys because we're going to have a big 1, possibly 2-day benefit, possibly 3-day benefit, just a Lone Star Community Radio Rockathon benefit. And, you know, a part of the money, when I put this together, I'm going to give to Dick, and we've talked numbers and stuff like that. So I'm really, really excited about helping out this station because Dick, he works like a Hebrew slave. Even though he makes it look really easy, it's not. It's not at all. So, guys, like I said, always remember to support local music. Tune in, turn it up, and let's rock. God bless you.